How we doing today, man? Today was one of those days. One of those days that is hard to wrap your head around and become content with. What is that? What am I talking about? I missed out on about $400, about $500. We missed out on a lot of money today. Why do I say we missed out on a lot of money? Well, because we did. For whatever reason, and again, not for whatever reason, we'll go over why, but I didn't take this trade. Beautiful, beautiful trade. Let me frame this for you. Start the day. We had the gap lower. We filled the gap. We opened at the same price we closed on, or relatively the same price we closed on last week. We have an immediate Judas swing. Why do I expect this to be a Judas swing? I literally got a text from one of my friends. He said, did you short off open at 9:32? I said, heck no. Heck no, I did not just short. He said, market just bombed. And I said, nah, and this is 9:35. 9:35. Nah, SMT at the lows, this will probably be a Judas swing. What happened, right? I'm not saying that happened because I said that, but what was I framing this idea off? What was I framing today off of? If we look at the higher time frame, we generated 3 highs here. We ran up against this 30-minute fair value gap. We held this one. This is London low. Let me show you guys London low on ES. We have London low. Look at that SMT. This is the 745 low. This is the 745 low right there, right? 745. We have an SMT. That's the framework. That's the Judas swing. Boom. We have the 3 highs above. Expecting bullish. We've been bullish overnight. Expect us to be running towards the FOMC highs over here in these highs, right? This is my target for tomorrow if we don't take it. So what happened? Why did I not get the trade? Why did I not get it? Beautiful trade. What was this gap? This was first presented gap right here. This is the first fair value gap of the day. We flip it. That's the entry. That's the entry. Why did I not take it? A few reasons. 47-point stop loss. I don't love it. I don't love it. Why do I not love it? Well, I'm going 4 micros every single time. So what happens if I go 4 micros? It's $8 a point. What happens if I lose 47 points? I lose $376. How much did we make the other day? We made $360 yesterday, or on Friday. That means we would be down $16 from a banger trade, my biggest ever trade on Friday. And if we would have lost this trade, we would literally have lost all of our profit. So that doesn't matter, right? That doesn't matter, but it would have been frustrating. So I didn't love this stop loss. What was I looking for? I was looking for us to build this fair value gap, maybe get a down close candle, and then inverse it, kind of like this, right? Kind of like what we did right here. Get a move lower into the fair value gap, and then enter the long when we closed above it. Got the order block. That's actually what this confluence here was in the 952, the 950 macro. This entry right here, order block, fair value gap, stop below the fair value gap, trade above. I have actually got both these on paper. I took both these trades on paper. Right here, right? If we show execution, we took this one. We took the long on the order block, and we called out again. We were live in the Discord today. I go live on Mondays and Fridays, obviously free. And we took the long here. We got in 4 micros here, or 4 full contracts here. And yeah, we got in 4 contracts there. And we got runner and runner. So really beautiful day. We made $5 on the day against paper. But I still spotted the trades. I literally called them out live. I gave all my reasoning for them. We had the hourly gap right here. Hourly gap, SMT, London low. This day couldn't be any cleaner. What else do we have? On the 15-minute, look how this beautiful rejection wick. I always talk about these. I always talk about these rejection wicks. Look at that. You telling me that this is going to do anything else other than be a long? You just tell me that market opens going to put an SMT, do this wick, and not go higher. Super, super simple day. I didn't get involved. What's my point in saying all this? Well, to frame the trade I didn't take, but what is this? It's part of trading. It's part of trading. Could have taken the 3-minute gap as well, 3-minute inverting. Could have grabbed that. Again, we didn't. We didn't take it. So what do I want to talk about though? What is the main part of this video I want to talk about? Well, becoming a profitable trader is about staying disciplined. What did I say? I said I really like this trade lifetime. Anyone that was in the live stream can vouch for me. I like this trade lifetime. These were my targets. What happened after these targets get hit? I said I'm not taking a trade because I expect price to be choppy. That was the objective for the day. And this is really important. If I could leave you guys with one thing, it's this. If I could leave you guys with one thing, notice how choppy we had been after price hit the draw on liquidity. Notice how inefficient. Yes, we had to move lower into this low. We swept the high. We had displacement, fair value gap hold. This was a nice short, but it's a scalping short. Notice how much more inefficient the market is. There's no clear direction. There's no clear draw on liquidity after we run this. This is the move. Judas swing, inversion, run higher. What is going through my mind when I miss this trade? Well, what is going through my mind? Simple. Wow, everyone probably caught this. This was super simple. This is super clear. This is super obvious. I can't wait to go on Twitter and see everyone winning. Go on TikTok, see everyone win, and I didn't. Right? That's what I was going to think. What else? Well, what happens if I didn't take this trade. This was a clean day, and it's frustrating to not win on the clean days. Why? Because you might lose. You don't know when you're going to win or lose. So when you don't win on a day where it's super obvious, super simple, super clear, it makes you frustrated because it's just, this was a free winning day. I would have scaled 3 contracts here at this high for 47 points. Let's pull out calc. That's calculator for short. 47 times $6 a point, $282 plus 100 points on the runner would be 100 plus 100. And we would have made $482. We would have smoked our best day ever on this trade. $482. You know how nice that would have been? That $482 back on this balance, it would have been beautiful. Why? Because that's another 100 points here. So that's how I would manage a trade. 4 off here, or 3 off here, 1 off here. Day done. Amazing day. So why? We didn't get it. So why? It doesn't matter, but it will matter. If I go tomorrow and I lose $200, I'm down 200 on the week, but I should still be up $300. And that's life. That's just how it goes. This trade would have got me my 5th winning day. I'd be eligible for a payout. There's so much that goes into it. And that's the reality with trading. I didn't get a trade today, but what did I not do? I didn't FOMO into something stupid after the fact and try and short this fair value gap and lose. I didn't long this gap here and lose. I didn't do anything dumb because I realized, okay, I missed the trade. Right? My favorite quote, in 1 year, the outcome of today will be irrelevant, but the habits and building blocks you create will matter. That's what I have posted on my wall. That's what I have written up there, and I live by that because it doesn't matter. If I won this trade, oh well. If I won a trade later, if I took it long, if I just, news is coming out, we're really close to side, I'm just going to go 1 mini. Boom. If I won $1,000 today, the habits is what matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to remember. A year from now, I'm not going to remember missing this trade. A year from now, I won't remember if I won or lost this day. A year from now, all that's going to matter is that I follow my rules because the habits will matter, the stacking habits. So we've done 5 days. This is 6 days in a row, follow my rules perfectly. Doesn't matter that we didn't make money today. We followed our rules for 6 days straight. Why did we miss the trade? Didn't like the stop loss, wanted to see more confirmation. There's nothing wrong with ever missing a trade. Should I have taken this? Yes. Looking back, this is a trade. And what is the criteria for a trade I should take? Well, I have my confluences, I have reasons for the trade, I have narrative, I have everything else. So what's the confluence behind this trade? Or what makes this trade? Should I take this trade or not? Well, it's a simple thing. Can you ask yourself this? This is the question you need to ask yourself for every single trade. Would this be a good loss? If I entered here with no more context other than this and this, if I entered at 937, would that have been a good loss? And the answer is absolutely. It absolutely would have been. If we got into the trade and it immediately rails us, boom, and we lose, that's still a good trade because majority of the time it plays out like this, right? So you're never going to know. When you get in here, you don't have the privilege. You're not privy to the fact that it goes up here. You don't have that luxury. But more often than not, it will. So this would have been a good loss. And that's the thing. That's the criteria. If I should or shouldn't have taken a trade, would it have been a good loss? Could I look myself in the camera and look, you know what, boys, we took this loss today because I'm taking one trade today. And absolutely. So I dropped the ball today. I didn't find the trade. Or I did find the trade. I framed it perfectly. Had the right bias, had the right narrative, had the right everything. And I didn't get involved. I didn't take it. Whatever reason, I didn't get it. That's cool. That's fine. That's dandy, right? So that's life. You didn't get the trade, but it would have been a great trade. It would have been a valid loss. That's all that matters. Part of the reason why I think I was hesitant as well is that, again, along with the big stop, is I'm not always the most comfortable taking a trade right at 9:37. That's 7 minutes into market open, really 6 minutes. And since I'm doing one trade a day, I'm not going to blame it on one trade a day. But the reason why I've told you guys in the past I don't like one trade a day is that it puts so much more pressure on that one trade. So for me, it's like, do I really want to take this trade? What if we remanipulate one more time and then go higher? Then I'm not in the trade. So I'm trying to look for more confluences other than just a liquidity sweep in S&P and then an inversion. I want to see, again, I want to see this down. I want to see this, a down close into a fair value gap order block. That's what I wanted. I didn't get it. One trade, I think, limits me sometimes psychologically because I'm not used to following my rules. So I'm always hesitant because when you do one trade, it feels like, oh, well, I need this to be the one. I need this to work. I need to be super, super, super confident that this is going to be the one that works. So I didn't take it. Why did I not take this order block play? I took it on demo instead. I called it out, told it exactly what I want to see. I expected it to work. Why? Because we have displacement through the high. We're holding the fair value gap that broke the high. Notice, again, what broke the high? We broke the high here. With this candle, we made the fair value gap. This fair value gap broke this high, so we expect this to hold and go higher. So when we do get the confirmation that we hold, we can expect higher price. Why did I not take that on the XFA? News was coming out at 10. That's really it. I didn't want to take a trade because news was coming out at 10. And also, too, this is not my exact model. So I didn't want to take a loss. We didn't have an IFEG to overlap it with. If we got the same exact model down here in this gap, I would have taken the trade. And that's life. That's trading. Sometimes you're not going to get the trade that you want. Sometimes you're not going to, it's not going to happen the right way. So happy with the day. This is progress. This is progress. I missed the trade. That's on me. But what do I get away from today? I saw the trade, I framed it, and it worked perfectly. That's conviction. I build conviction with that. I didn't press the button, I didn't get in, I didn't make money, but who cares? The idea worked perfectly. If I did push the button, it worked perfectly. That's a good day. We're building progress. We're getting closer and closer and closer. This is good. This is good. Super happy with that. It's frustrating, though, because, everyone wants to make money. Everyone wants to get closer to the payout, get closer to this, that, the other, and I didn't. But it doesn't matter because, again, I saw the trade. It worked. I got the watch price again today. I got to learn. I got to get the journal this later. I got to see it happen again. So I know it repeats. I know it repeats. I know it repeats. So what's all that matters is I don't do anything dumb, and I size accordingly. I hold my trades accordingly, and I do the right thing over and over and over. So, yes, will it be frustrating if I take a trade tomorrow and it loses? It will be extra frustrating because I didn't get the win today. So I didn't get the win that's going to cover the loss. But that doesn't matter because, let me say it one last time, I did what I was supposed to do. I followed my rules. And that's all that matters because if I could follow my rules, I know I'll be profitable. And if I'm profitable, life will be good, man. I need to remove all the fear, all the anxiety, all the stress, and just do what I need to do because I know I need to do it. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm doing. I appreciate all you guys, man. I really do. And yeah, it's frustrating. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's not frustrating. That's what I want. The main lesson of this video is like, you're going to miss moves some days. Even if it's clear. Even if you saw it. Even if lifetime you're like, man, this is my entry. I don't know, something feels weird. But that's where the improvement gets made. If I was entering on every A+ setup every time and holding properly, I'd be profitable. So that's the confidence you draw from. You know what? I would be profitable. You know what? I ain't going to let this phase me. I would be profitable anyways. So that's what you gotta act like. If you were a profitable trader, again, this is the mentality, this is the mindset, this is the manifestation, whatever. If you were a profitable trader and you knew that without a doubt, would you really care if you missed a trade one time? If you knew that if you knew you made money trading, are you really gonna trip on one trade that you missed? If you knew that you were a profitable trader, right? If you knew you were profitable and you were a profitable day trader, would you care about one trade that you miss? Would you care at all? Oh, I didn't make $300 because you know that you're going to make $1,000 the next trade. You know that you're going to do X, Y, and Z. Would you really care about that one trade that you missed if you knew you were profitable? That's what you have to ask yourself next time you miss a trade and you want to be frustrated. You didn't trade that day. You missed out. You didn't make money. Ask yourself, would profitable me care about this? Would profitable me care about not getting this trade? And the answer is probably not, right? Because profitable you knows that there's always another setup, there's always a new day, there's always more opportunity. So don't beat yourself up when you don't get a trade, when you don't have what you want, and you don't win, because profitable you isn't going to trip on that. Only unprofitable you cares about not trading. Only unprofitable you cares about missing out, cares about not making money, cares about losing, right? Because would profitable you care if you take a loss? No, because you make money. And if you make money, you have that proof of concept that says, look, I can take 100 losses and I'm still going to make money because I'm profitable. So you have to live. That's why you have to think of yourself as profitable before you're even making money. Because if you know that you're profitable You're going to do the right thing. If you think, oh, I'm a profitable trader, you're going to be making money because you're going to do the things that profitable traders do, which is they don't over leverage. They don't revenge trade. They don't take stupid setups. They don't do all the things that unprofitable traders do. So if you think of yourself as profitable even before you get payouts, you're going to be able to say, look, I'm profitable, so I'm not going to overtrade. I'm not going to FOMO into this entry. I'm not going to get greedy. I'm not going to get scared because I'm profitable. I'm going to do the things that profitable traders do. That's manifestation. It's not writing down in your journal that you're profitable. It's taking actions as if you were profitable because you are. And because you are, that profitable you being profitable and you now, there is no difference. You're the same person. There is no such thing as time. Stay with me. There's no such thing as time, right? There is no time. Time is a human idea. You and profitable you is the same person. Profitable you is you here. You're the same person. Profitable you and you. Profitable you is you making profitable decisions that makes you him. You are already him. You're already profitable. I'm not going to go into that. It'll take a long time to try and break down. But you are already profitable. There's no such thing as unprofitable you. That is all I have for today. Please use my code on Apex and Alpha Futures. I don't know if you guys know the dude, Jack, I don't know, on TikTok. Bro, I didn't realize that TikTok was the method because his code is getting ran up. So maybe I'm just unlikable compared to him. Maybe he's way more likable, which I agree. I think he's a way more likable guy. I'm a little bit more, I'm a little bit, I'm acquired taste, I think, for some people. But his code made him 1,600. Mine in double, I've had my code twice as long, and I've not even made half as much as him. Not even. So I'm like 300. I've made $510 for my code. So y'all boys better run up my code. Alpha Futures, they're doing a no activation fee all of June on the advanced plans. Apex, use my code on there as well. But yeah, man, I saw that. I'm like, man, I need to get in my grind because this guy's running circles around me. That's all I got for you guys today, man. Please like the video and subscribe. Let me know how you guys did today. I'm sure all you guys caught this. I'm the only idiot that didn't. So I will see you guys in the next one. I don't care. It's one day. We'll be back, right? It's just trading. We'll be back. Go outside. Have some fun, man. Peace.